Relationships are the very essence of human existence. They provide us with love, support, and a sense of belonging. Healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and open communication. These connections nourish our souls and contribute to our overall well-being. In a world that often feels isolating, nurturing meaningful relationships is more important than ever. When we engage in healthy relationships, we experience a sense of security and acceptance. We feel seen, heard, and valued for who we truly are. These connections empower us to grow both individually and together. As we navigate the complexities of life, healthy relationships serve as a source of strength and resilience. Healthy relationships are not about perfection, they are about embracing imperfection. They involve navigating challenges and celebrating triumphs together. By fostering open communication, practicing empathy, and prioritizing our connections, we create a space for love and understanding to flourish. Open and honest communication is the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. It involves expressing our thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully. When we communicate effectively, we create a space for understanding and connection. Active listening is an essential aspect of open communication. It involves truly hearing and understanding the other person's perspective. When we listen attentively, we demonstrate empathy and validate their experiences. Non-verbal communication, such as body language and tone of voice, also plays a significant role in conveying our message. By paying attention to both verbal and non-verbal cues, we can gain a deeper understanding of what the other person is communicating. Open communication requires vulnerability and a willingness to share our authentic selves. It also involves being receptive to feedback and different perspectives. Trust is the foundation upon which all healthy relationships are built. It is the belief that we can rely on the other person to be there for us, both emotionally and physically. Trust is earned over time through consistent actions that demonstrate reliability, honesty, and integrity. When we trust someone, we feel safe and secure in their presence. We know that we can confide in them without fear of judgment or betrayal. Building trust takes time and effort. It requires us to be vulnerable and to allow ourselves to be seen for who we truly are. Maintaining trust requires ongoing communication, honesty, and a commitment to keeping our promises. When trust is broken, it can be incredibly challenging to rebuild. However, with patience, forgiveness, and a willingness to work through the issue, it is possible to restore trust and strengthen the relationship. Respect is a fundamental aspect of any healthy relationship. It involves valuing the other person for who they are, including their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Respect means treating others with kindness, consideration, and empathy. It also means accepting that we may have different opinions and perspectives. In a healthy relationship, both individuals feel respected and valued for their unique qualities. Respect is not about always agreeing with each other. It is about honoring each other's differences and finding common ground. When we feel respected, we feel safe to express ourselves authentically without fear of judgment. Respectful communication involves using kind words, listening attentively, and avoiding personal attacks. It also means being mindful of our tone of voice and body language. When we treat each other with respect, we create a positive and supportive environment for the relationship to thrive. Section 5. Boundaries defining healthy limits. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships. They are the limits we set to protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Boundaries define what we are and are not comfortable with in a relationship. They help us to communicate our needs and expectations clearly. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or controlling. It is about taking care of ourselves. When we have healthy boundaries, we are better equipped to engage in relationships from a place of strength and self-respect. Boundaries can be physical, emotional, or intellectual. Physical boundaries relate to our personal space and physical touch. Emotional boundaries involve protecting our feelings and emotional well-being. Intellectual boundaries relate to our thoughts, beliefs, and values. It is important to communicate our boundaries clearly and assertively. Section 6. Conflict resolution, navigating disagreements. Conflict is an inevitable part of any relationship. It is how we choose to navigate conflict that determines the health and longevity of our connections. Healthy conflict resolution involves approaching disagreements with a spirit of collaboration and a willingness to find a solution that works for both parties. It is essential to approach conflict with empathy and understanding. This means trying to see the situation from the other person's perspective and acknowledging their feelings. Active listening plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. By truly hearing and understanding the other person's concerns, we can begin to find common ground. It is important to avoid blaming, shaming, or attacking the other person during conflict. Instead, focus on expressing your own needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. Compromise is often necessary in conflict resolution. This means being willing to find a solution that meets both of your needs, even if it is not exactly what you had in mind. Section 7. Active listening, the heart of connection. Active listening is a powerful tool for building strong and healthy relationships. It involves fully focusing on the speaker, paying attention to both their verbal and non-verbal cues, and making a conscious effort to understand their perspective. Active listening is not about simply hearing the words someone is saying. It is about truly understanding the message they are trying to convey. When we listen actively, we create a space for the other person to feel heard, validated, and understood. This can be incredibly powerful in strengthening the bond between two people. Active listening involves several key components, including paying attention, withholding judgment, reflecting, clarifying, and summarizing. Paying attention means giving the speaker our undivided attention, both physically and mentally. Withholding judgment involves setting aside our own biases and opinions and trying to see the situation from the speaker's point of view. Reflecting involves paraphrasing what the speaker has said to ensure we understand their message correctly. Section 8. Prioritizing time. Nurturing the bond. In today's fast-paced world, it can be challenging to find the time to nurture our relationships. However, prioritizing time for the people we care about is essential for maintaining healthy connections. Just as we schedule time for work, appointments, and other commitments, we must also make time for our loved ones. This means setting aside dedicated time to connect with our partners, family, and friends without distractions. Quality time over quantity time is key. It is not about spending hours upon hours together. It is about making the time we do have meaningful. This could involve engaging in shared activities, having deep conversations, or simply enjoying each other's company. Regular date nights, family dinners, or phone calls with friends can go a long way in nurturing our relationships and strengthening our bonds. Section 9. The importance of self-reflection. Building and maintaining healthy relationships requires ongoing effort and self-reflection. It is important to regularly assess our own role in our relationships and identify areas where we can grow and improve. This involves examining our own communication patterns, conflict resolution skills, and ability to set healthy boundaries. Self-reflection also involves being honest with ourselves about our own needs and expectations in a relationship. Are we communicating our needs effectively? Are we setting realistic expectations? Are we taking responsibility for our own actions? By regularly engaging in self-reflection, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationships. This self-awareness can help us to identify areas where we can grow and make positive changes. Section 10. Cultivating lasting connections. Building healthy relationships is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It requires effort, commitment, and a willingness to grow both individually and together. By embracing open communication, fostering trust, respecting boundaries, and prioritizing time for our loved ones, we create a solid foundation for lasting connections. Remember that healthy relationships are not about perfection. They are about embracing imperfection and navigating the ups and downs of life together. By approaching our relationships with intentionality and a commitment to growth, we can cultivate deep and meaningful connections that enrich our lives.